What up? This is Landon Sworts with theepicstorm.com, and we are back with another Legacy League on Magic Online. Alright, cool, so let's go over the list real fast. So for the last month, the London Mulligan's been live on Magic Online. By the time you guys see this video, it's no longer going to be on Magic Online. They're taking it down for a period of time to evaluate the data from the last month on Magic Online, as well as the paper tournament that just took place in London using the rule set. So I wanted to try to get a video in real quick before they take it down with a list that is configured a little bit more for the London Mulligan. So I've been testing in paper with a play group. We have access to the entire meta. And I've been getting in a lot of reps and talking to friends' opinions that I respect about the configurations of different decks in the meta or whatever. So it's been some pretty quality testing. I haven't been playing a ton online, but this is the list that I've come up with that I like. You could easily just throw Cabal Therapy over the Duresses. I'm just playing Duress today because I just kind of feel like it. I think Cabal Therapy is great. It actually gains a lot of value with an additional copy of Empty the Wards in the main deck. The reason for the additional Empty the Wards in the main deck is I do still want Wishable Discard, but a third Hope of Gearper is almost like necessary at this point with how much Stoneblade and Show and Tell is running around. So it lets us still play an entire 4 copies of Empty the Wards across the 75. It gives us an additional target in the main deck for Mizzix's Mastery, which is sick. We're running Mox Opal to help with the second Empty the Warrens, generate additional Storm. And we're running 13 lands instead of 14. These are all just things that I think have a reasonable argument of being adjustments that could be made for the London Mulligan. And I like this list. I've won more games than I've lost with it for sure. I can't give you a running total. And also, some of it's skewed because the testing was done. I did a bunch of testing with like excessive sideboard games. You know what I mean? Like running like 3 out of 5s instead of 2 out of 3s, etc. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel good about it, though. We'll take the play. I played against this person earlier, actually. I'm trying to remember what they were on. Let's see. Alright, no results. I feel like it was maybe Grixis Control or Stoneblade. Possibly one of those two. I could be wrong about that. This hand seems fine, though. We can keep this. We're going to grab C and Ponder. Point Thoughtseize at the opponent. Spell Pierce. Possible the opponent switched up decks. This almost looks like Show and Tell to me, but Okay. Take the Force of Will. So the opponents on Miracles. This is not the deck they were on earlier, I don't believe. I could be wrong about that. Opponent chose not to shuffle. I hate that we are short a mana source. This sucks. It's just we can go for Empty the Warrens. We have another copy in the deck, but it's just going to be low. A low storm. We'll only be able to make 8. I say we hold off. It's possible that this hand just has more potential going off later. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. Okay, so they're brainstorming. So they have to have Force of Will here. Let's go for it. Alright, so we got it. 1. Yep. Okay. So our opponent just told us that they're not feeling well and are gonna concede the match. It's kind of lame. I'm not gonna stop recording. I hope that's all right with you guys. We did win the game 1, and I think it's likely we would have won the match. You guys cool that I keep recording? I mean, this is redundant. I'm gonna do it. I don't know why I'm asking, but like, I don't know. I only have enough time. I don't want to throw away tickets, to be honest with you, and I just I only have enough time to run one league. Like, I I gotta leave. Tomorrow, or whenever you're watching this, is probably going to be the day that the London Mall is pulled off Moto. But like, I can't like come home and do this later probably. So it's like I gotta leave in. It's 7:20. I gotta leave here in an hour and a half, which is enough time to run this. But it's not. I don't want to start over and have to be like exactly on. I mean, I don't know how much was taken off time was off our clock there, but okay. We'll take the play. I think this hand's a mulligan. This hand's a keep. Okay, so we could either put the Chrome Mox on the bottom of our library, or we could put the Burning Wish on the bottom of our library. Earlier today, I remember this player being on Grixis Delver. I think I played them earlier today as well. It's kind of funny. We just must be timed out with leagues where they're finishing around the same time that I am by coincidence. Whew. Since we're on the play, I think we'll bottom. We'll bottom Wish. We'll start off with Thoughtseize. Okay, so they're starting with 6. They're on the draw. Oh, they're going to 5? Okay. Well, Thoughtseize becomes stronger and stronger. Alright. Interesting. Alright, well, we're going to take Accumulated Knowledge. We're just going to go for Goblins. Cool. So we're up game 1. So it's possible you don't want to take out Red Flame, but I don't hate being able to grab it with Burning Wish. I think that we probably should be boarding out Mox Opal, but because I'm leaving in another Empty the Warrens, I'm going to leave Mox Opal in. I think it gets live really easy with this many Hope of Gear per in the deck. This could be incorrect. I don't really know. But I think I like how this looks. So we're going to play it like this. Like, we could board down a Burning Wish or an Empty the Warrens, but if we board down a Burning Wish, then it's... I don't like the sideboard discard spell as much. I know this hand looks like crap, but I actually think we keep this. Ponder. Excuse my cats being loud in the background. They're just fucking around with each other or some shit. Alright, so we're pointing Thoughtseize at the opponent. They're going to interact probably with Brainstorm or Spell Pierce. Flusterstorm, option number 3. We have potential to have a pretty strong turn. Next turn, depending on what we draw. And sorry, hey guys, stop it. Just stop. I'm sorry about that. Okay, hold on a second. My apologies. My sincerest apologies. Okay, so the opponent has Surgical Extraction, and they're going after Thoughtseize. But, hey, we have a Duress in our hand, so that's impact is not going to be as bad as it would have been if that was a duplicate. Really sorry about the disruption, by the way. Cats are just, like, in play mode right now. Like, I feel like someone's about to knock something off. Like a shelf or something is what it sounds like. I'm so sorry. Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. Well, that's not bad. Let's Brainstorm. Okay. Alright, well, I don't hate just pointing Duress at them right now. Oh, ouch. Okay, so we're going to get clicked. Really not much way around it. It happens. It happens. That's why they took the Thoughtseize. That's cool. If only we draw another Dark Ritual. I'm really sorry about the background sound. This is, like, super annoying. What just happened? They're targeting themselves. Well, we can't combo this turn anyways. But that's annoying. Oh, wait. No, they did target us. Alright. Well, we just hope to draw a Black Source next turn. I was confused by the... I thought they were targeting themselves for some reason with the way that the arrows were. I'm just dumb. Whatever. So we get a hit for 3. I'm going to just try to take this window. Yeah. My cats are just wreaking havoc through this video. Whatever. They have a way to terminus us? Let's hold on to Wish. That was tech. Oh, they don't have 2 mana for it. They don't have 2 mana for it. Alright, so we've just won 3 games against Miracles. We had that of the opponent that was not feeling well concede the match after we won game 1 in the first round. And then we got paired against Miracles again. It's funny because I actually played against both those individuals earlier today, and I don't think either, maybe one of them was on Miracles, but the one was for sure Ingrix's control earlier. But regardless, that puts us 2-0 for this league, and we are paired for our 3rd round. Okay, cool. We'll keep this hand. You'd like to draw a discard spell. A little clunky here. We could wish for discard this turn, but I'm actually going to hold on to wish. Well, if we have, I mean, we would have to draw more fast mana to be able to use the discard spell next turn and combo. I'm just gonna chill for right now. Just gonna chill. Okay. So that makes our cantrips worse. Fair enough. So they're shuffling that force off. Okay, so we've gotten this far. Don't know what the 3 cards are in their hand. That's the tough thing. Is do they have more counter magic that they haven't let us see? I would have went for Empty the Warrens, but I do believe that this card, which they have access to another copy of, so we know what 1 card in their hand is. I do believe that they could dig pretty deep for a sweep spell. So I think the Goblins just could have been kind of risky here. Cool. So we're playing against Miracles again. Seems like it's represented pretty high in the meta. I didn't hate this. I'll try it like this. Playing against Miracles again. That's all we've seen this league so far. Very interesting. Must be high in the meta. Must be high. I don't know. I mean, I've been getting reps against it in paper, but this is a little bit more of a frequency than I really expected to see it. Oh, this hand is close, but I don't think we can keep it. I mean, we're on the draw, though. Oh, this is tough. Since we're on the draw, I'm tempted to keep it. If we were on the play, I don't think we'd keep this, but since we're on the draw... Oh, man. Alright, this is a risky one, but let's try it. Alright. Let's think. Sorry, my cat's like messing with the cables to go to the computer right now, just banging on them, making a bunch of noise. Okay, they had force. Absolutely go for it there. We're not out of this game anyways. We're like 2 rips away from making some semblance of a poor Goblins line. But with like enough storm to maybe impose like a 3-turn clock or something. See, so yeah, right now, like I said, we just need 1 more mana. Not the end of the world. I mean, we went for it. They had to have force there. They had it. Do you need to play with that in here? They have the whole house they could play in, and they choose to play in here. They never come in here, but I'm in here, so they're playing in here. That's just... Please get away from that. That's, like, important. Okay. Sorry about the distractions and everything. Awesome. We lost our internet connection. I was wondering what was going on. Get that fixed ASAP. Moto should be opening up. Sorry. I am connected to the internet though. That's annoying. Really sorry. That's just how today's going. Yeah, that's just how today's going. Sucks that that's going to be time off of our clock. Yeah. That's unfortunate. But hey, we're back in, so no complaints. Ooh. Yeah, that's certainly really good right now. We'll hang in there. We're still just 2 rips off of Empty the Warrens line. We can play that out. Alright. We are 1 rip away from trying to make a weak Empty the Warrens line. A Brainstorm could turn this around fast. Although they could just drop their Planeswalker this next turn and lock us out from that even being really a thing, so. Now I'm thinking about it. Probably instead of Rite of Flame, we probably want to board out an additional Ponder, just knowing that they... or even maybe a Brainstorm, just knowing that they have an effect like that in their deck. I don't know. It's a little suspect. I'm wondering if we should be patient. They were able to brainstorm and fix their hand. So, yeah. We would have ran into that in response to Lion's Eye Diamond. They just let us keep it. Okay. That's somewhat relevant. Only somewhat, though. Okay. We're going to at least cast this. We're okay with that. All right. All right, so we have two options here. We can Infernal Tutor for another LED, or we could try to go for Goblins. Let's just go for it. Our Lion's Eye Diamond's already in. I mean, our Ad Nauseum's in the graveyard. We would have enough mana that we could run a Mizzix's Mastery line, but like, they might not have anything right now. We might have attritioned them to the point that they don't have anything. And if that's the case, I want to go for it. Because even if we set ourselves up for Mizzix's Mastery, what if they just, like, rip counter magic that they don't currently have? Well, it's good that they're holding back their Vendilion click. That means that they at least respect our clock. Did we get it? Cool. So we beat Miracles again. Let's jump right back into the queue and adjust the record section. That's pretty sweet. Definitely happy to take out a control deck anytime I get paired against it. I mean, I've been consistently beating Miracles, though. I'm not so worried about that matchup anymore. We can attack on enough axes that, like, if they try to answer Goblins, we can ad nauseam them, or we can go for an ad nauseam line in. Surgical Extraction's only so good against us, especially not playing Past in Flames now. Yeah, sure, we have Mizzix's Mastery, but that's not really, like, it's not a big deal. Like, wow, one card that really affects. So, yeah, I don't know. I've been feeling pretty confident in that matchup for the past few months. For a while, actually. I definitely was struggling with it over the summer, but Hope of Gearper just puts us over the top where we can attack on enough axes that it's kind of frustrating for the opponent. I'm not going to beat them all the time, but I personally feel favored in that matchup at this point, which is a good place to be because it's one of the premier control decks in the format, so... Actually, surprised we aren't seeing more Stoneblade. But, hey, whatever. Just finish strong. Get this next match. Just take it a game at a time. Edge the match out and see if we can get be 4-0 and set ourselves up for the 5-0. That'd be pretty sweet. I haven't had a ton of time to play Moto with the London Mall, so I'm definitely happier with the results I've been getting than I thought I'd be. I was kind of dreading it, but I don't know. The list feels pretty good, and I guess there's a benefit, like the Chalice decks, if they mull for Chalice, it just makes our discard so strong because they'll have a low number of cards in hand and we'll have more cards, and give us a few turns, we'll find some way to answer the permanent that they mulligan themselves to 4 cards for. And then we can usually combo them just because our deck, puts it together in a few turns. It doesn't really take that much to get enough cards to go off, so... I don't think it made the prison matchups as bad as that I thought they would be. I mean, I'm sure that, it's still... it definitely makes their strategy a lot stronger than, it improves ours, but I don't know. I felt fine with it. I've been seeing a lot of control online, though. When I was playing earlier, I was playing against just like Stoneblade and Grixis control. A lot of control decks. Played against, I think only like one combo deck all day. This hand's a keep. It's nothing insane, but it's a keep. Depending what the opponent does, we'll either Thoughtseize or Ponder. I mean, unless they lock us out, but no, nope. Nope. All right. All right, so let's just grab C and Ponder. That seems fine. So we'll probably be able to start setting some up around like turn 3 is my guess, just from what we've seen so far. Next turn we can Ponder again. We could possibly even Ponder twice next turn, but if the opponent's on show and tell, we're not going to want to be sitting around. And basic mountain could be blue-red Delver. Ooh, double mountain. This might just be... is this Goblins? Cool. Like, whatever. That's sweet. Goblins is awesome. Alright. So we know the land that's on top of our library. So we'll shuffle that off and we'll get a fresh, clean Ponder looking at 3 cards. We don't want any of these, so we're going to shuffle. That's a fine draw. It's not the best, but it's totally doable. And we'll Ponder again. 1, 2. We like the Rite of Flame for sure. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we can go next turn. That's brutal. I don't think that this is like just Goblins, to be honest with you. I think that this is like mono red Prison that's also playing Pile Driver, because Pile Driver's good. I think that might be what this is. It's hard to say. I don't know. Maybe they just want Legion War Boss. It's good. This might be full on Goblins. It's hard to say. 4, 5, 6. So we're going to have to cast this Thoughtseize to get Hellbent. So we'll just start off with that. Oh, no, okay. So this is straight up Goblins. This is straight up Goblins. Hopefully we don't die. On ad nauseum. Wait a second. 7, Storm 8, Storm 9 would be 18, right? So we have access to 6 mana, so we could just Burning Wish Tendrils here, which is much better than the ad nauseum line that I was tunnel visioned on. You guys probably caught that at home before me. But yeah, so we could, we have 6 mana, so Storm 7, Burning Wish, Storm 8, Tendril, Storm 9. The opponent's is 18 life. So that seems pretty clean to me. So let's 100% do that. And then we don't even have to worry about ad nauseum. Cool. All right, so going in for game 2, I think Duress isn't as good. I also think that Empty the Warrens is a little worse. That looks good to me. That looks good to me. We'll leave empty the orange just because we are open to the aggressive line, but realistically, they have they probably play Chain Whirler or whatever it's called. This hand's fine. We need an LED and a Dark Ritual, but we're on the draw, so we're sitting somewhat pretty. All right. So I do think it's foolish to not Thoughtseize the opponent. Because likely their sideboard has some sort of permanent-based hate in it. Joke's on us. Well, we'll just take that. We're going to get Wastelanded, which is kind of annoying. Grafdigger's Cage doesn't affect anything on our deck. Literally not a single card. Even Mizzix's Mastery plays around it. Boom. Boom. So they didn't get a Goblin on their draw. We don't want any of those. Don't really want that either. Player land for the turn and pass. But it's fine. They might have permanent base hate, like Dampening Sphere or something. So we'll chill, and we might end up needing the Echoing Truth, and if not, we can imprint it on the Chrome Mox. Honestly, this next turn, we could just, if we can get Hellbent, if we draw like a Lotus Petal or something, we could just preemptively tutor for Ad Nauseam. We'll see. Alright, and we'll just grab Ad Nauseam here. So next turn we just have to rip a Mana Source. Hopefully, nothing to follow? No. Okay. Wasteland. That's good. Hopefully we draw a Dark Ritual. That was good. So we're just hoping to get enough mana to go at some point. The Wasteland was a very good draw from the opponent. No salt. Well, yeah, unfortunately I think we need to shuffle this. That's funny. Alright, whatever. Well, if we draw a Burning Wish now, we have a Mizzix Mastery line open. So that's something that's something I guess. Okay, we're gonna get whacked here. Pretty much need to draw something this turn. Unfortunate. It's just the way things played out. It's not a big deal. We almost got this one. We're just going to kill ourselves nobly. Cool. Alright, let's get to game 3. We got this. So how do we feel about Echoing Truth? We didn't see any permanent based hate from the opponent. I still don't think it's better than Duress, though. I still think it's better than Duress, though. So, I guess we'll keep it. This hand's fine, but we could also just end up doing nothing. And we can't get Hellbent for a few turns. This hand has just about as much mana, but we at least can disrupt the opponent. I don't want to mulligan into Oblivion. We can put the Chromax on the bottom of our library. And we're just going to grab up Swamp. Alright, well, because we have double Rite of Flame, let's, wait, let me think. How does that work? If I cast it, it's not in the graveyard. But they can respond to the second one and take us off of mana. Let's just take the Surgical. They're 2 turns off from the War Boss. Let's just hope we can put things together. Alright, so we are an Infernal Tutor away from Ad Nauseam. Although they're gonna port us, aren't they? So Sure. Yep. Hey, that's something, right? Let's we don't want to make it so Wasteland would be an asset to them as well. They're already gonna. I mean, like, we're gonna at least force them to be double porting us. All right. You know, this is not the best, but we're absolutely gonna take it. We'll put this on top. Wait a second. Yeah. Put Echoing Truth on top. Fourteen's at least a decent number. It's the only chance we're going to have to get in front of this. It'll just become a blocker next turn if we let it through. So I say we put a 1 in front of it. That's unfortunate. That's going to grab Chain Whirler. I was hoping they weren't going to have a way to find it. Yep. It's really unfortunate. I was really hoping they weren't going to have access to that. Hey, whatever. You know what? Literally no salt, though. Goblins is sweet. Like, I think this deck's awesome. I think it's cool that people are playing it. And you know what? They got me. They got me. Unless they don't have access to another red, which would just be incredible. Is that even possible? No, they have another red. That's why they're attacking right now. Yep. I'm trying to think what outs we have. There are very few. They're going to be doing a decent amount of damage to us each turn now. Whatever. Hey, it happens. You can't win them all. We've been doing really well, so I'm not even going to worry about it. We still have another match. After this, we finish strong with a 4-1. I really thought we were going to win this one, but that matron, the matron did his job. If only we had a Lion's Eye Diamond. Well, we would still be one storm short, actually. Even if we did. Alright, good game. Nothing we can do about it. So, let's jump back in the queue. We're 3-1. Not a big deal. We had a bunch of good games against Miracles, and we got by Goblins. It happens. Let's just jump back in the queue. More than anything, I just wanted to get a video with this list, just because I've been winning considerably more than I've been losing with it. Like, that's another reason why I'm kind of surprised that I lost right there, is because I just really wasn't expecting to lose. I've been winning very consistently with this list, like testing it in paper, and even like playing it online. Like, I haven't gone negative on a league with it. Like, I've been doing well with it. So I'm just kind of just surprised to lose, but it's cool. Yeah. So then we're gonna keep this hand. This hand jives. Probably depends what we draw, but most likely we'll point that discard spell the first turn and then try to go off on the second turn. We'll keep this. The opponent's on the play. Misty, crack. Underground Sea. Ponder. Okay. I don't know. Maybe there was something I could have done different in that match. And if so, please put it in the comments. You know what I mean? I got to go back and watch. Off the top of my head, I felt like I was playing pretty all right. It's just we kind of couldn't control what we were drawing at certain times, which kind of made us end up not meshing super well with the opponent's hand. I mean, they ripped Matron and were able to get it. We knew it was going to be a close one. Okay, cool. So this is a mirror. Well, not exactly. 5. Oh wow, their hand is good. Well, I'm pretty sure we have to take the LED. We really need to draw a mana source that is not a land next turn. We should have played out our Lion's Eye Diamond right there, by the way. That was a big misplay by not doing that. It would protect it from discard. And it's like the most likely target if they have discard. If they just rip discard here. We're probably just dead anyways, right? Yeah, I think we're just dead anyways. Because they just get that LED. I don't know. This might be tight. Maybe I don't know. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not the best with Ant. I think we're dead, but I could be wrong. Oh yeah, look at that. That was a good draw. Nothing we can do about this. I'm gonna just kind of take the lump. So they tutor right now for the LED. They play it. They sack it. Yeah. Do they not even need it? 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they need it just for Storm. Okay. Oh yeah, fair enough. Yep. GG. Well played. All right. Game 2. We're going to be on the play. Cool. Cool. Finish strong. We just got to win these 2 games. And we'll get that 4-1. Still a little disappointed about that Goblins match, but I don't know. Whatever. You can't win them all. Maybe there was a way I could have won that. I got to go back and look. My mind's a little foggy on it, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep. Sans fire. Hope they don't have surgical extraction. But if they do, we just make Goblins. To win. I mean, I'm probably still going to ad nauseum regardless. So we have a lot of 0 mana stuff out of our deck. But, oh, look at that. We already hit an LED, so that's not a bad start. And a Lotus Petal, so that's good. Chromox is good. Rite of Flame is good. Dark Ritual is good. LED is good. Lotus Petal is good. Stop right there. Just wanted to see what their hand was. And we absolutely could Grape Shot here. I guess we just might as well, since we're so close. There's like no reason not to. Cool. All right, so game 3. On the draw, I think we board out empty and bring in tendrils, although it is somewhat risky. We do like having access to that line. I think we're going to keep it in. All right, so this hand's a little risky to keep, just because ad nauseum can be a liability with the opponent having discard. But we do have a Burning Wish to try to set up Mizzix's Mastery, possibly. So it's all right. And we could, if we really want, try to cantrip with Ponder into discard spell off of the Chrome Mox and cast the discard spell with our Badlands if we really wanted to. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. It almost makes me want to make that play. We'll see. We'll see what we draw. See if they even take Ad Nauseam. They might take Burning Wish and just rip it right now with Surgical Extraction, forcing us into an Empty the Warrens line. Post Ad Nauseam. Interesting. So they took the Wish. Okay. Kind of hoping they have discard and they take our Ad Nauseam right now. I hope we're not dead. Okay. Just hope they don't have Surgical Extraction. Okay. So it looks like that Matron kept us off the 5-0 Literally our opponent ripping that matron. We would have won that next turn. So literally our opponent ripping that matron is what kept us off the 5-0. And I gotta be honest, that makes me feel pretty good. I would really like to go back and see if I could have won that match. But I don't know. Off the top of my head, I can't think of what I could have done differently, but it's possible I was caught up in a moment with tunnel vision and didn't exactly realize what was going on and missed something. So that's definitely totally possible. Ooh, they did have an extra pay. Cool. So, there we go. We got a 4-1. Beat Miracles 3 times in a row. Pretty handedly. There was the one early concession, but we just dropped that match to the Goblins. It just happened. If they hadn't... I've got to go back and look at Game 2. Maybe there was a way we could have gotten Game 2. But they ripped Matron on the exact right turn they needed to. So, you know... no salt there. Pretty happy with the way the deck's playing. I really do like this list. I don't know if I mentioned it, but on paper it did look a little ugly to me. I'm not even going to lie. The list definitely looked like a little ugly to me on paper. But I don't know. It's just been something that I've been messing with, and it's been consistently winning for me. Like, I have only lost a handful of matches with it at all. So I feel pretty good about it. And well, the London Mall is going to be down for a while. Maybe it'll come back by the time of the next video. Maybe we'll know. I might even hold off on doing the video just until we do know. Things are up in the air. I imagine that the mulligan will stick. But anyways, sometime in the next couple weeks I'll be back. We'll be doing this. So until next time, guys, keep storming.